Hey, Lucy here. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to clean a Hayward filter. That was a request from one of my subscribers. So the first thing you want to do is you want to shut the breaker off, because here's the time clock, and let's just say it's there, and if it happens to turn on when you're in the middle of doing the filter, it's not pleasant. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to take the pressure out of the filter. So I'm gonna open up the drain in the back, and there's two reasons. One is to take the pressure off, and the second thing is because on the inside you want to get rid of that water. It's going to be dirty water, and you want it to be out of there. So let's do that, and then we'll take off the band. We're already going.
This way.
Can you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be all edited.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to take like a pair of channel locks. Okay, and so then what you want to do also is you want to inspect the O-ring on this, and you just want to make sure there's no cracks and all that stuff, and then don't lose it. Okay, now with a 9/16 little wrench, we're going to take this off. You want to make sure you have the two washers on here, and kind of inspect the nut. Alright, so we'll come back to that. Can't get this off, I do this. Sorry. Alright, we're going to do that over. Okay, so if you have a hard time taking the band off, just try not to hit this part in here. You want to just shove it. Even a pro like me has a hard time. There you go. Oh, for God's sakes, George, how long's it been since we cleaned this filter? We're going to have to edit a lot of this out. My God. Okay, stop filming a minute.
All right.
Okay, so we got that little band off. So here we are. We're going to take this off. And I'm going to take the O-ring off, because what I like to do is I like to wash them with WD-40. So we'll set that aside. And the thing about a Hayward is what these do is, when a lot of people, what they do is when they put this top manifold in, they turn it around by accident. They think that these long parts have to go on the inside, but it's not. That's not the way it goes, because what these do is when the lid is on, these will hold down the cartridges. And here's another little thing about Haywards. Now this one is a 400, I believe. If it's like a 200, a lot of times you'll find these longer, and that's how you know. The 300s are like this, so that's how you know. But do not turn them like that. That's a no-no. Bad. Okay? So we're gonna do that. And I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to pull these out. I'm not going to show you how to clean the cartridges, because I have 2 other videos on that, but I want to just show you the workings of the Hayward, and basically how to take it off and put it on, and kind of what to look for. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got the cartridges finished. So what I want to show you though, before you put together everything, one of the things that Hayward has is this tube, and it has like this air coming through from the manifold. If it's open like this, it's supposed to have this little screen on top. If you can't find a screen, you can go ahead and like put a wire nut and tape it, you know, just so, because otherwise debris will get down inside. Okay, the other thing is down in here, this is the manifold, and if you notice, there's water in there. So what happens is when the cartridges sit on the top, all right, and the water comes in through here, what happens is the water comes in and then it goes through the cartridges down into these holes. Now, a lot of times with Haywards, there's cracks in this manifold. If there's any cracks or any bumps that come through and the cartridge is sitting on here, all the junk is going to get through the manifold, and then that means it's not going to be filtered. And that's, like, I would say 75% of the times when people have a problem with their filters, it's the manifold. Okay, so the next thing is, if you notice, this is nice and clean. We use WD-40, and I use WD-40 on the O-ring. And then we're just going to put a small amount of lube. Doesn't have to be goopy. Okay. And we're going to put the cartridges in and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to put the last cartridge in. One thing I didn't mention, before you put these in, you always want to check the bottom and the top, because a lot of times these crack, okay? So you want to make sure they're in there snugly. Put the top manifold on. Okay, so everything is in good, and we've got that lubed up. When we put the lid on, you always want to make sure also, two things, that the air relief valves, now there's different kinds and they shoot different places. You try to want to make sure that it's not going to be shooting to the electric box, and then you want your, this is not working, but you want your pressure gauge to be facing out so that when you want to go look for it, you don't have to look against the wall. Okay, so this model goes on very easily. And for me, if you're right-handed, you want to have this on the right. Now, a little trick, okay? If by any chance, let's say you just have a little tiny grab and you just this won't work. What I do is you take this part off, you thread this down to tighten it, and then once you get enough thread, then you can unscrew this and then put the spring back on. Because there's sometimes it's very difficult to get these on certain models. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do, we're just gonna tighten it. As you tighten it, you do a little bit, and then you hit it, you know, like this around, tighten it up, and then I'll be right back. You can shut it off.
Okay, I'm filming. Okay. Yeah.
And when these springs touch is usually when it's supposed to be tight enough. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, you also cleaned this with WD-40, lubed it, and we're just going to tighten it on back there, and then fire it up. That's it. You don't want it too tight. You definitely do not want to tighten that plug too tight, because what happens, and I've seen it so many times, is there's a solid ring and then it's kind of hollow in the inside, And if you tighten it too much, the solid ring stays there, and then the other part squishes in, and then it cracks. And I've seen that many times. So we're going to fire this up, and that's it. But we'll be right back.
It's on.
Okay, so we have that tightened. We have the drain tightened, and so I'm going to turn it on. And then once you do that, we're just going to inspect for any water coming out of the drain or here, and then we're going to bleed the air out. Good on this side. Good back there. Okay, so I hope you learned something, and you know, come visit me on my website, or you know, look at more videos. And if there's any videos that I don't have that you would like me to demonstrate something, please contact me. And if the situation you know, enables me to do that, I will. Okay, take care. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.